right now on 5 on your side at 10.
Emergency at Lambert. What we've learned about a massive first responder presence outside Terminal 2 this afternoon.
Umbrella weather with some light showers around. I'm timing out a couple of weak systems with shower chances. Also some dry time over the next couple of days.
Lindenwood announces major cuts to its NCAA athletics programs. Tonight, frustrated student athletes, soon to be without teams, open up about the decision that's impacting their careers.
It's something I would never want to happen to a single other athlete on this campus or out there.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Robert Townsend. Brent is off tonight. Tonight, new reaction to Lindenwood University's decision to cut 10 of its athletic teams. 5 on your side's Annie Krall spoke with student athletes who say they are angry and devastated by the news.
You just don't understand until you've put your whole life's work into something to get to this point only to have it taken away.
Before Friday's announcement to cut 10 athletic programs, including 9 NCAA Division I teams, Lindenwood University in St. Charles sponsored 30 NCAA sports. In a statement from the university, the athletic department, quote, had become too large to sustain the quality of the student experience Lindenwood expects. Here at Lindenwood University, the women's field hockey team was cut effective immediately. The university is saying all other sports will be cut at the end of their spring 2024 seasons. That impacts about 284 student athletes.
We were all sitting in an auditorium and an administrator comes out and he read right off a paper. There was no humanity towards this meeting. He read off a paper and he told us within 3 minutes and 17 seconds that our teams would be cut at the following of this season. Our coaches had no time to talk to recruits. They had no time to talk to us.
Within 5 minutes, it was posted everywhere on social media, so we were not allowed any time to process anything.
This video is the Lindenwood gymnastics team's response hours after that Friday meeting.
I mean, I'm hoping we could at least have a conversation with the administration at Lindenwood. You know, there's no doubt administrators are faced with some really, really challenging times out there.
When talking, transferring, potentially for the second time with Reese Beckley.
I would rather have this last year with my coaches, my people, my team, put everything we have out on the floor, and they're going to have to rip us off that floor at the end of the season because we're not going without a fight, I can tell you that.
Reporting in St. Charles, Annie Krall, 5 on your side.
The Lindenwood student athletes impacted by the cuts will retain their scholarships through their undergraduate years, in addition to the collegiate competitors who have signed a letter of intent. Well, a dready night across the bi-state as more rain pushes into the region. Meteorologist Jim Castillo joining us now with your weather first forecast.
Yeah, you see the arch, you can barely see the top of it, and it is the low cloudiness and the light rain that is falling tonight. Really nice sleeping weather for sure. Nothing too terribly heavy, 2/100ths of an inch of rainfall around the city at the moment. And the birds are loving that little bath they're getting. It's 43 degrees, so that temperature hasn't really moved much at all. And on the Doppler weather radar, let's zoom in a little bit here and you can see really north of St. Louis all the way up to Greene County, Illinois. You might even see a moderate shower in there, and then a little bit more of a new development happening to our south and west. Franklin County down into Crawford County, and that is all moving toward the metro. So the showers are not over with yet. Low pressure is moving in, and of course over the next 12 hours, though, before sunrise, all this rain comes to an end, and the overnight low right about 40 by morning, but some areas in the upper 30s. And then tomorrow, some sunshine mixing in, a break before another chance of rain in here. Not snow, not ice, but some rain, and I'll time that out for Sunday night coming up in just a bit.
New tonight, a fire at a restaurant inside St. Louis Lambert International Airport, prompting a large emergency response. The fire department says it broke out in a ventilation hood system at the Burger King, and fire could be seen through the roof. Crews eventually put it out, and no injuries were reported. Tonight, an update on yesterday's shooting in St. Genevieve. Charges have now been filed against the suspected shooter. Police telling us Brian Whiffler shot a man and a woman before turning the gun on himself. He's charged with domestic assault, unlawful use of a weapon, and armed criminal action. Both victims and Whiffler are recovering at a St. Louis area hospital. Right now, Baldwin police are still looking for the suspect who robbed a bank. It happened at the PNC Bank on Manchester Road just before 1 o'clock this afternoon. Police say the suspect produced a written note to a teller demanding money. Once he left, the suspect was last seen heading west wearing dark clothing and a mask. Now, anyone with any information is asked to contact Baldwin Police at 636-227-9636. A Texas man was arrested for stealing from an ATM in Creve Coeur. Mylek Freeman was charged yesterday for taking nearly $46,000 from the machine at Enterprise Bank and Trust on Olive Thursday morning. Investigators say Freeman and other suspects hooked a chain to a truck and removed the ATM door. Now, a second suspect vehicle was discovered and was tracked to South St. Louis. Officers arrested Freeman as he tried to go to the airport. They found a suitcase with over $12,000 in cash. Tonight, a former St. Louis County Council member was honored by her hometown. This afternoon, University City officials held a ribbon cutting for the Hazel Irby Trail at Fogarty Park. She was the first black woman elected to the county council in 2004 and also served as the council chair until she resigned in 2019. Irby passed away in 2021 at 75 years old. Right now, a new respiratory illness affecting dogs is spreading across the country. Health officials say sick dogs could contract pneumonia, which can lead to death. While no official cases have been reported in St. Louis, we have reported on cases out of Illinois. Animal experts say they have limited research, but at least know what the sickness can do.
If your pet is coughing, if it has a fever, if it's not eating, those are things that you definitely want to go in and see your vet. The worry is if this develops into pneumonia.
Veterinarians suggest you get your pets vaccinated to protect them from getting sick. Now, if your dog does have symptoms, call your vet. Tonight, Israel is now focusing its offensive on southern Gaza, despite the U.S. urging the nation to do more to protect civilians. The health ministry in Gaza says more than 200 Palestinians have been killed since fighting resumed yesterday, following a week-long truce between Israel and Hamas. Today, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu doubled down on his support for the war.
We are in the midst of a fierce war, but it is an extremely just war. We are fighting for our home. We are all united behind how this war is a just one, and we all provide full backing to our troops.
The prospect of further ceasefires appears bleak as negotiations between Israel and Hamas have effectively ended. For the latest updates on the war and those affected, just text Israel to 314-425-5355. Celebrating all things St. Louis, the event that brought out local sports teams, food, and vendors to downtown. Avoiding scams this holiday season, how scammers are using emails and text messages to steal your money.
A few showers around tonight and a timeout when you'll see another chance of some showers. Also a few days in the 60s in the 10-day forecast.